Greetings, everybody. There's a young girl that has a channel on YouTube, and in her video somewhere, she always says pretty on any side. But I'm going to steal hers, but I'm going to sort of put it my way, and I'm going to say ugly on every side. There are some people in this world that are ugly on every side. It doesn't matter which direction they turn, them still ugly. Now, before we get into talking about these ugly people, I'm going to tell you about a article that I read recently. They were talking about Meghan and Harry's baby, and they were speaking very beautifully. Words were so sweet and gentle, speaking about this newborn child. But somewhere in the article, they managed to talk about this lady named Jane Goodall. And so, for those of you who are familiar with Jane Goodall's work, she studied the chimpanzee. And somewhere in there, that little tidbit was dropped. And it was dropped so innocently. So I'm going to use the animal analogy, and I'm going to tell you that if you find yourself in the jungle like Jane Goodall, understand the animals that you are living amongst or working with. If you're there to study the animals, it's best that you understand that they're animals. So when they're small, they're cute and fuzzy, but when they're big and tall, they are dangerous. They're not your friends. It doesn't matter how much you love them and you pamper them and you cater to them. Their animalistic instincts are going to come forward, and it's going to be survival of the fittest. So there was a time when, we hear historians, or not historians alone, but these philosophers talk about a survival of the fittest. And they were using the animals to explain that. And so if people adopt animal-like instincts, you can't expect them to behave like humans. Now, I'm not saying that humans are wonderful and great, because trust me, when you look at how the animal kingdom works, you will see that we got lots of issues as human beings. The tiger, the leopard, the bear, the lion, king of the jungle. It's not personal when they come for you and attack you when they're hungry. It's not personal. It's survival of the fittest. So when people have that type of mentality, expect them to always be on the hunt. Expect it. Expect it. Do not be surprised by it. That's the problem we're having. We're seeing the nature of the animal and trying to change it. We're trying to put the dog into the baby's clothes. Put on, instead of a leash, you're putting on diapers, or you're putting on fuzzy jackets. Now, I'm an animal lover, so do not misunderstand this video. What I'm saying to you is the animal is an animal, and when you domesticate it, you expect it to go and use the toilet like you do. That's a problem. When you have the animal sleeping in your bed and licking your face, you start believing that this animal is your companion. Now, the dog, they said, is a man's best friend, but he's not your companion. He doesn't sleep in the same bed with you unless that's your own personal choice to do that. He doesn't lick or eat out of your plate unless it's your personal choice to allow him to do that. Nobody can tell you what to do with your animal. But no matter how much you love your animal and you pet your animal, it's still an animal. And the dog might not bite you because you treat it good. But it doesn't matter how long you've had the animal and how long you've pampered and taken care of this animal. If you start treating it badly, it will turn on you because of the nature. So when it turn on you and bite you, you then say, I'm going to put it down because it's evil. No, it's not evil. It's not a bad animal. It's an animal. That instinct is there. Before I leave here also, I'm going to say that when we hear about the 7 deadly sins, it's something to think about. But I'm going to tell you, one of the most dangerous weakness or flaw in anyone is a person who's a liar. A liar is dangerous. Stay away from people who lie. They will kill, They will break all the other deadly sins. Trust me on it. A liar. And we're surrounded by a lot of liars and some very nice liars. And you don't have to say, oh, this is red and it's actually blue for someone to say you're a liar. It's to show a smile, show this warmth and tenderness when in your heart and in your mind you're pure evil. And you show this forgiveness. You create all these wonderful things to show, to demonstrate to others that you're pure goodness. You're most dangerous, because the one who comes out here swearing and cussing and kicking up a storm and is very unpleasant to be around actually is a better friend, because those individuals cannot harm you. It's the ones who are smiling with you or writing down the nice good words of praise and worship. Meantime, they're behind the scene with a fork, behind the scene building a fire to throw you in. The animal is not doing anything outside of its nature if it attacks you. And the human being who is pretending to be your friend, to be your companion, that in a split second, in a twinkle of an eye, will kill you, is no different. Stay blessed, everybody.